Okay, so this is the Azubu Collegiate Champions Week 2 in the group stages. This is group, I'm not sure, which is why I'm looking for it, because I'm bad at things, and I should have prepared this. Um, Elite Division, yeah, okay. Um, week 2 between Northern Illinois University on the left side and the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign on the right side. Um, NIU actually had good, a few really good games against UIUC's B team last week, so they are 2-0. UIUC also went 2-0 in a few very close games against Miami, which I haven't actually casted yet. So eventually I will have those casted and put onto YouTube. This is also going directly to YouTube, by the way, because I am sitting at home and, well, my internet isn't very good, so I am not going to stream directly to Twitch TV from home. That's a terrible idea. Um, we're doing picks and bans in chat apparently, so here we go. First ban out of NIU was Blitzcrank. Second, first ban out of UIUC was Amumu. Second ban out of NIU is going to be Jace. So I'm going to make sure my mic is on because that would be really bad if it wasn't. Okay, so it is. And second ban out of UIUC is going to be Mundo. So Blitzcrank, Amumu, Jason, Mundo. Since no one's watching this live, I can say this. UIUC was going to go for a sort of Korean lane swap strategy, in which Jace is of course extremely powerful. So they have done the research. So their banning of Jace is a pretty good idea. It makes sense. So yeah, Blitzcrank and Mumu, Jace, Mundo. Blitzcrank. I don't really. I mean, he's obviously still very strong, but he's already at the point where he's been nerfed as much as possible without fundamentally changing the design of the character. So I don't know whether or not he is actually ban worthy at this point. It could be interpreted as a respect ban against Grandlishard, but that's very unlikely. Especially because if they have done their research, they will find that Grandlishard is not in fact our support. He is our AD carry. Waiting for a third ban. Actually, let's just look at the other ones: Amumu and Mundo. So, two junglers. Amumu is so the basic idea out of UIUC is that they've been practicing a lot of lane swapping, like not just top and bottom lane swapping, but also swapping with mid, doing a lot of unconventional mids, such as the bruiser mids like Wukong and Irelia. So this AoE stuff like Amumu really does mess with it because they really are not going to be wanting to team fight as much as normal because the lack of an APK means that you can't actually burst down their squishes as easily as if you had an APK. Third ban out of NIU is going to be Olaf. So, Okay, so I talked about the Mumu Jace Mundo. Oh, I didn't talk about Mundo. I don't really know what that is. Basically, at this point, I have just as much idea as you do about what UIUC is planning on running here. I know there are a few. I have kind of like a general idea, but I don't know what specifically they have in mind. I don't know if they actually have something specific in mind. They might just be. They have quite a few ideas, and I just want to see which one they are going to pull out. Olaf going to be the ban, and Malphite countering from UIUC. So more AoE, like I was saying, and of course Malphite and Amumu as well, being very strong in general, just because of how well they can team fight. I actually played a game as Malphite the other day where like I completely lost my jungle, but it doesn't matter because at the end you still have that free initiate, with well not a free initiate, but an easy initiate with your ultimate, and of course an escape with that if you need to. Um, yeah. So this is being played over this is the first weekend of Thanksgiving break. So it's a little awkward for a lot of our players because they are at home with subpar internet. Some of them are actually still in organic campaign, so they can enjoy internet that isn't terrible. First pick out of NIU is going to be Sen. I'm not sure how UIUC let that through, actually. I was thinking like there was something missing in these bands that is very important. And yeah, Sen is very strong. I mean, with the rework Sen, basically, it's not even a numbers problem. It's a design. He's just very strong. So at any like even if you don't have someone who's extremely good with Sen, I mean you pick it up because Sen really well I mean you do need someone who knows what they're doing, but still it's Sen. UIUC is going to be pretty disappointed about this, how that was let through, I would imagine. And but on the other hand, they did immediately pick out their top laner, and Sen is not very good in a 1v2 situation, I don't think. So this may so this may actually be good for UAUC if they choose to do that. Of course, Sen could also be in the jungle, but I find it would be more likely for him to be the top laner. So so what I would expect out of UAUC here is hmm, huh. Yeah, so like I was saying, they are looking for some sort of I wouldn't say that they're looking for some sort of lane swap, but they are capable of being extremely flexible, and they will probably be preparing for if NIU plans on lane swapping as well. So UIUC is gonna pick out Jarvan and Morgana. So like I said, so this does kind of go into what I was saying earlier. So basically what happened here is UIUC's B team got lane swapped on extremely hard, and they hadn't considered this. So this time we went around and were like, hey, we should probably prepare for if they're lane swapping. And then after they then after that happened, it's like, well, maybe we want to put that onto them, maybe. So that so they've been running a variety of different things. Like this Jarvan Morgana, you could completely expect Jarvan to be put into the mid lane and Morgana into the top, just because of the kinds of things that UIUC's been pulling out recently. Same Maokai and Cautious. So this would be very strong if they were to put Jarvan into the mid. I'm just saying. Jarvan mid lane against Cautious. Cautious just Cautious doesn't have any self peel. No CC at all except for that wall, and I mean Jarvan just leaps over it. So Jarvan mid could be very strong. Cost Maokai gonna be the jungle. I mean, can you really do anything besides that? Yeah, Maokai's the jungler. So at this point, NIU picks out Sen, Maokai, Cautious. UIUC is gonna pick out Jarvan and Morgana. Actually, that's a very strong AoE team. After banning out a Mumu and Malphite because it seemed like they didn't want to do an AoE, Jarvan and Morgana, I mean, Morgana with the free ultimate, which is very good. Jarvan can synergize extremely well with that. Um, yeah, that's actually very strong. Jarvan, of course, could also be the top laner. But that would, I believe, that would necessitate us not doing what we were planning on doing. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I haven't communicated very much with my team in recent days simply because I've had a lot of, wow, the Darius and Moon are going to be picked up from UIUC. So, like I was saying, the I haven't had very much contact with my team in recent days simply because I've been extremely busy with schoolwork and with trying to set up a lot of other events at UIUC in relation to gaming. I'm working on a League of Legends tournament in the next semester and such, so I haven't really been able to, sit in on team meetings and things, even though I probably should be doing that. So I really actually don't know what they plan on doing, but Linux, Greenlee Stud, I mean, they're all really smart people, so I mean, that's fine. They can do what they want. Darius and Moon are going to be picked up, so looks like instead they're just going to adhere to a standard composition. Darius in the top lane, Morgana in the mid lane, Jarvan in the jungle, Nunu as the support. So of course you could always turn this around, Nunu as the jungler, Morgana as the support, Darius still at the top and Jarvan in mid. That would be pretty interesting actually. Yeah, actually, yeah, that might work really strong. Jarvan in the mid, Morgana in the support, Nunu in the jungle. It's also some pretty strong AoE. Yeah, and this is also some really strong AoE with the Nunu. Sona and Corki's going to be picked up, so they're going to pick up a little bit of AoE of their own with the Sona ultimate. Cautious Wall, of course, also providing a little bit of that, but not as much as, of course, the Sona ult and a lot of the other ultimates from UIUC. Um, so we're looking at an 80k unless UIUC wants to run a double bruiser composition. And I would imagine that they would not want to do that. Though they could. Um, yeah, I'm very hesitant to say. Okay, so what potential lane swaps could be done out of NIU? You could send. I mean, you can always swap the top and the bottom lanes, but I don't know how well that would work. Send against a new anything may not be the best. So Sven, of course, with the free. Oh wow, that's a good. That would be interesting. Sven can just immediately cancel the Nunu, but I don't know how well. That doesn't really make sense. Um, so it could potentially be very strong with Sven immediately ulting and making it a 3v1. That's going to be the last pick out of UIUC, so yeah, this is definitely going to be a top and bottom lane swap out of UIUC, simply because, I mean, this Sven is not going to be able to do anything against Nunu and Ash. So that would work really well. And actually, no, there was a Darius, and Darius can't really 2v1 that well. Mm-hmm. They were being confusing. I'm sure that means something to somebody. Okay. Um, so one of the things that you have to see is whether or not they're going to go with the standard band champion or if they are going to try to spell out something. NIU seems to be boring. They're just going to ban out Blitzcrank and Jason, and UIGC doesn't want to be interested in either, apparently. So they're going to ban out what was banned out. Um, so the Maokai going to be picked up as the jungler. Lunic's going to pick up Jarvan as the jungler as well, so no interesting lane swaps that I was talking about. Then with a teleport, I don't know. I wonder if he's going to change that. So of course, teleport Shen is very strong and very trolly. Swinley Shard going to pick up the Ash. JY going to pick up Morgana. Morgana versus Cautious is also pretty strong, I would guess. I mean, Morgana against a lot of things is pretty strong, so yeah. And, okay. Well, seems like it's gonna be boring, I guess. Nunu could have been a, Nunu could have been the jungler, Morgana could have been the support, Jarvan could have been the mid, that would have worked, but I guess they don't want to do that. So, as it is now, Nunu Ash is gonna work very well against Shen. So if, I don't think NIU is gonna want to lane swap. Sona Corki, I think. That does work though. I don't know. Both of the top laners are very vulnerable to lane swaps. Shen simply because he needs to farm a little bit and then he can't really because Nunu Ash can just keep their distance and pulse. Darius because he has to go all in and he can't go in against two people at the same time. So I don't know. I mean, okay, so when I came into this, I was expecting one of both teams to try a lane swap simply because I know UIGC has been practicing it, and I know you ran it against the B team last week, so it is possible. Huh. So I guess just look at the overall team comp. UIGC has a really nice amount of AoE with the Morgana and the Darius's pull could basically be used as a vacuum. Like you just pull everything in and then you dunk on them with Jarvan, with Nunu, and with Morgana, and it works. Yeah, so actually all of them are very good area ultimates. On the other side, NIU seems to be more focused on trying to catch people out of position, which is possible, but I don't know how possible. So Cautious, of course, is going to try to catch people with the ultimate. Then teleport in and then catch people out. It makes sense. Corki is also a very good duelist, so that makes sense. But I don't know. It relies on the UIUC team making a lot of mistakes, I feel. And I don't know if I don't think they're actually going to make that many mistakes. That it's going to really hurt that much. So, right, I'm supposed to do that thing. No, I'm not. This is just, it's going to be botted, so I don't really have to do the video thing. But, yeah, so this game is about to get underway. I guess I can look at the summoner spells. Exhaust might very boggy out of Jarvan. The exhaust. Kogi's Spirit is non-exhaustible, and that would basically be the main thing. Ignite being pulled out on Gaywad and Range Master 2 on the Darius and Morgana. Gaywad's Ignite makes sense. Range Master's Ignite also makes sense because it's Darius, but I don't know how. Actually, Finn does have the healing, so that does make sense. Makai was flash. Actually, that's normal. I don't know what I'm talking about. Both ADKs running cleanse, which makes sense because of the large amount of AoE, the large amount of AoE and the large amount of CC on both teams. Since this game is about to get underway, for those of you just joining us, this is NIU versus UIUC in the Azubu Collegiate Champions Week 2. Um, both teams have won their first matches, and so and both of them are 2-0 in sets. So this is gonna be pretty intense. As this game loads, hopefully it will. So you used to have this thing with skin advantage, right? Well, if you're playing like your battle characters, that means you're probably gonna have a skin. So if you have a skin, so the team with the most skins is the team that has more people playing the best characters, and therefore that team's probably gonna win. But now there is a very clear amount of it's basically what's it called? Border advantage. We have Corky being a platinum player against Lunik, also a platinum, and Lunik also a platinum player, so that balances out 2 golds and 2 silvers. Actually, wow, it's pretty even. Um, huh, yeah, okay. Um, okay, let's look at skins then. There's 3 on the UIUC side, 1 on the NIU side. Bioford Darius, is that a new one? It's pretty cool. No Ash skin, very odd. I actually really like the Ash skins. They're pretty cool. Basically I'm stalling for time until this game actually starts, which should be soon, hopefully. Um, I'd be very upset if it wasn't. There we go. Okay. Okay. On the let's start on the blue side. On the blue side, we have representatives from Northern Illinois University. A catastrophe on the Corky, Kraytalk 187 on the Maokai, Wallace Boy 71, the coordinator on the Sona, Jacko 124 on the Sen, Lost Runner on the Cossack. A little bit of banter. On the Provo side, the top right, we have representatives from the University of Illinois. This is the A team of the Social Gaming Club. Lunik gonna be playing Jarvan, Grimly Star gonna be playing Ash, GTX Kai on the Nunu, Gaywad on the Morgana, and Rangemaster 2 on the Darius. I can't click on them, like really? No snare, the flash is blown. The invade doesn't really work out that much. Both teams do have their 5 here, so they may want to engage. We may see a little bit of action. The Maokai sapling does go down, doesn't really do anything. The Maokai is very low on mana now, so this does mana through him a lot, which is pretty nice. So it looks like they're going to be able to pick up just trade blues, and that's going to work out pretty well. There's the sapling here. But no, they're actually going to be really aggressive on this, and instead of just trading blues, they want their own. They are going. So the UIUC team is going to try to come into this. The sapling is there, and they can see it. The sapling pops onto Jarvan, and NIU just backs off. The ward is placed so that you will be able to steal if possible, if they ever have an opening in on that. Did Darius start with the pole? No, he didn't. Okay, that would have been terrible. And it looks like the blue is going to be taken by Lunik, just being able to do a normal job and things. But this Maokai, I would say UIUC came on this on top. Like, this Maokai's going to have a lot of fun trying to take down this blue. He's going to take a decent amount of damage from it as well. And I think somebody's still at C. I guess not. And Maokai hasn't even level 2 yet, which is going to make him very sad for standing in jungle clears. Jarvan heading straight up. I don't know, he's going to take the red buff. I guess that works. So yeah, actually, it was NIU that lane swapped this. It's very odd. I really didn't think that you would want to be lane swapping against Sen. Darius Yeah, see, this is the problem. Darius is not going to be able to do anything. Darius relies on going all in onto people, and he's not going to be able to do that against the dual lane. He's still level 1. If he's gonna, oh god, 2 flashes being burned, and Darius is going to be very sad. The ward isn't healed, but they do not see Jarvan, so this could potentially be very bad for NIU should they choose to go in onto this. Naka's still being very cautious in the jungle. He thinks maybe that there's a deal. It does happen on Sona gets caught, taking a lot of damage. First blood goes to UIUC. And, yeah, so apparently this works out a lot better than they could have expected. Yeah, so, well, I still stand by my statement that this lane is really bad for Darius. Like, it actually still is. Because, even, oh god, is he seriously gonna, wow, I guess it's not that, that was a lot of damage, okay. But, I mean, Darius still isn't going to be able to go in on this. He's going to get a lot of attention from Lunan, the jungler, which I assume he's going to be happy to provide. Let's look at some of the other lanes. In mid lane, we see Cautious and Morgana I guess they're just going to be farming. Cautious, he took his, no, he's level 4, okay. That would make sense. They're both just skilling normally, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, Maokai starting boots, but not able to pull off anything with that. Oh, I'm sorry, I should do this. Give me a second. So, this makes sense, right? Top, jungle, mid, ADK, support. Actually, let's put the support system there, and that'll work. Now you can actually see what's going on. Oh god, what are you... I assume that was lag. And Koki asked if it was lag. Pause from UAUC. Oh my god. Well... yeah. Well... Okay, well, I think the lane is still fine. I mean, the lane. Okay, so yeah, we can't remake. The rule is only remake within the first 5 minutes and before first blood. So it has both those conditions need to be met, and in this case, neither of them are met. So that's gonna be, yeah, they can't do that. But let's just look at how well this is gonna turn out. So basically, the way you're supposed to lane swap is you are supposed to zone out the enemy solo lane, and you're supposed to what's it called? You're supposed to push down the tower. Both of these can be somewhat conflicting because you need to zone out the other guy, which involves freezing your lane, but you also need to push it. So Koki and Sona seem to have done that because they are pushing while Rangemaster's not there. Let's take a look at this. Jarvan actually picked up the first blood in the top lane, so Darius wasn't able to have that. But and he is gonna and he did pick up 2 Doran's blades with that, which means, of course, that he's gonna be very aggressive. Maokai going straight for the follow stone on the other hand, so he's gonna be a little bit more passive. the two Dorans. So he really is going to have to utilize those, especially in the top lane. Going to have to press his advantage a lot. But Lunac is able to do that. He is a very strong jungler, and he is probably our best player. Unpod's going to come down, and the game is going to resume. Zen's taking a lot of damage from this Nunu Ash, and he's going to continue to be zoned out. Halpin's going to push the tower a lot, and go back with absolute. Cold's actually level 5 already. And Darius not even level 5 yet. So they're going to have a lot of attention onto this top lane. This ward is going to expire eventually, relatively soon, and Lunac may be level 5 at that point, and he should be able to gank with that. Unless, no, he's not. He doesn't have any chance to do that with. A fallback. Oh no, a ping coming down. From. Oh, okay, so Morgana's just going to come in, is the idea. The knockup onto Sona is not actually going to really do anything. Can he land the snare though? If the snare goes down, then Sona's going to be very sad. Sona does go down, and yeah, Range Master is definitely still in this lane. After receiving a good amount of help, he does get the Sona does go down, and yeah. Oh god. Then taking a lot of damage. The cost is is it gonna it does pick up the Ash. Ooh, that is painful. Ash gonna go down to send harass. Really? Okay. He's gonna try Nunu's gonna try to throw ice bars at this guy, and he's just gonna back off. Sen also has an heal, so it's going to be very hard for a support to harass him out. Is he really going to... It could potentially happen, though. Oh, God, Malphite coming in. The flash being blown. The charge, the chain stun is impeccable. So much damage onto Nunu, but Nunu's just going to be able to walk out. The snare is not backed up, obviously. So he is actually just going to be able to walk out. The Blood Boil being very strong. Wow. So... basically, in this bottom lane, Ash has to get level 6, or he can't really initiate very well onto the Sen. Obviously, level 6 being the ultimate, and Ash's ultimate being very strong. Especially as a sort of initiator. Both blue buffs are up, actually, and I'm wondering if they're going to be donated, or if they're just gonna just stick with what they have. Stick with the junglers. Not even anywhere close, actually. And did I miss a kill? Seriously? I did miss a kill. Oh, that was with the ultimate, so it didn't pop. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually. Still gonna take a lot of harassment with Sona. Sona's maxing too. Playing her champion correctly. It's pretty nice to see. The people who matched up you with Sona, you might as well be playing Soraka, come on. Ring's actually taking a lot of damage in the top lane of Darius against Sona. Sona's actually just gonna zone him completely out. The ward's up here. Naka is gonna be donating the blue buff. Looks like it's I don't think Cox is even gonna be trying for it. Southern has the blue. And, I think they see, I don't know how they see this, but I guess they just assume, and because of this, they're going to be able to pick up the dragon. And this is the one disadvantage of having a lane swap. You don't have as much people down here. So, UIUC is going to be able to capitalize on that, pick up an extra 1,000 gold, and they're just going to walk away happily from that with a completely uncontested, it wasn't even warded, actually. And, very well played by UIUC. The gold difference, about 1,500 at this point, not huge, but it's a pretty good deal. That's an extra BX sword, basically. I think that's pretty strong, but it is of course distributed. But I mean, that's pretty strong. The tower gonna be going down. Darius is gonna have to fall back. The one shot from, and yeah. But now Darius doesn't have a tower to fall back to. This is when the 1v2 lane really starts snowballing. They're just gonna farm safely down here, but blue team is gonna want to lane swap sometime in the near future. So basically, with the tower traded for dragon, I guess that's fine. I guess Mattei's gonna be waiting for a game steal onto the Morgana. He's gonna have to land that snail impeccably. I don't know what he plans on doing. Morgana does not seem the one to be aggressive at all. Actually, banking up a lot of gold. Might be going for the Rod of Ages first. And oh my god, the ward does see them, but can they? Yeah, they do that. Fall back in time. Malachi was not in range for the snail. And the purple team looks like they want to counter against this. It's going to be a 4v4 team fight down here. No wards from the blue side, so they do not see this. Actually, yeah, they just popped that. So now there is a ward and they can see it. But are they going to try to come in from the leg? Oh my god, the ultimate being blown, touching Asha with very low health. Lulu's going to be following up on this as well. Wow. Oh boy, well, despite the internet problems that the UAUC team is having, Coffee, please don't do this. Don't, Coffee, calm down. Fine. So, UAUC still having a small gold advantage despite all these internet problems. Ash gonna be back in. Having some pretty big problems though. Wow, that's... Well, hopefully the UAUC team wins this game anyway, or we're not going to be forced back. This may not be good. Nuna's going to be walking away. No, he's not. What the, really? And Nuna's going to be picked up as well unless he has... wow! 3 kills picked up by NIU off that pause. Mana up, guys. Come on. And the lane swap is fully back. Jen versus Darius in the top lane, as it was meant to be, I suppose. I know you're going to pick up the bottom tower as well. Actually, no, they're not even going to try for it. They really should, actually. Like, if I was them, I would do that. I guess they're not going to. I mean, that does put you ahead in gold. And I guess they think that they're ahead enough that they can just keep farming. But, I don't know. Huh. Yeah, that up oil on the tower minion. I mean the cannon minion. I assume that was an accident. Malachi gonna the ping coming down onto Darius by DNIU team. So it looks like they are gonna try to engage onto them. The taunt does come down and Darius is gonna be able to run away. That is a lot of damage onto Sen though. Ultimate could have done a healthy amount of damage and hopefully dissuaded them from being able to do anything. The ward is there and they definitely saw Darwin with that ward. So they are gonna play it safe. No, they're not. The initial just came out to cleanse though by Corky. It doesn't matter, at least Donut's gonna go down. Yeah, Donut's gonna go down. It was picked up by the support though, so that wasn't optimal. But oh my god, Grimmy started taking a lot of damage from the Sen. then right on top of the support. I mean, right on top of the ass, and it's gonna. The ass is gonna be able to get away, but that is gonna be really close. Yeah, and Dalvin picked up as well by I think that was Corky. Wow. So after 14 minutes, this is 6-4 with NIU up 400 gold. It's probably closer to 300. At least I hope so. So it's still relatively even despite the kill difference. Corky is going to just be able to take down the bottom tower, it looks like, unless that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be, I mean, that's going to farm this pretty well, but that tower is going to go down. Actually, no, it's not here. Actually, saves it. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Not much happening here. Let's take a look at the builds, I guess. Wow. Process is ready with the Rod of Ages. Morgana just with the Catalyst. Actually, Morgana has more gold. Could be going back sometime soon and back still picking up that Rod. Morgana does have the source too, so with what it's saying, there's much discrepancy. So that Rod of Ages is stacking, and Morgana is not going to be able to. And so Morgana's kind of going to be behind the longer she waits for the Rod, I guess. The snail does go down, and a decent amount of damage on Cautious. Pretty well done. And Cautious really, yeah, Cautious is going to go back. He's going to pick up, he's considered the bouncing one, I suppose. Morgana, I guess, is going to wait for the Rod of Ages. A ton of damage onto the Cautious. Cautious is going to go down to Gay-Wide ultimate. Pretty well done. And, Dragon is up too, so this could be pretty nice. This bottom lane, and then try using Dragon, see how that works. But I guess they're not going to. The ping down by NIU on this ward being down, and Sona's going to come up and put it back. But the Dragon is open, and I'm pretty sure they're aware of this. So Maokai's going to come down, and he's going to, yeah. So Maokai is seen, of course, because there was a ward there, and they fall back. Maokai, however, is just going to be ganking. I mean, just going to be farming, it looks like. Double blow for 10, smoke spread. Pretty standard Maokai build. And this tower is not going to survive, so they're going to have to abandon it. And Ash is just going to continue farming without the turret, and it's actually pretty nice because you can farm a little bit more safely in a place where ordinarily there would be a turret stealing her farm. The Dragon attempt is very clear though, it's very telegraphed. Luna's taking a lot of, oh wow, a nice ultimate from actually not really able to do anything. The snail onto Corky, he's going to have to get out of there. A ton of damage. Cautious coming down as well. Cautious being cut onto by Luna. Luna's probably going to go down. Yeah, it's picked up by the Sona, and UIUC is forced to back out. I don't know if they need to. Corky's very low, Maokai's very low. I mean, they're all very low. They can definitely come in onto this, and they do. A ton of damage onto the Maokai. Maokai is going to be able to walk out of that. So, Sona's so dangerously low. Wow. And they're definitely, UIUC definitely going to contest this Dragon. Don't know if they're going to be able to pick it up. Lucian does pick it up, and is the Maokai going to be able to get out? They might have to pick out. They might be able to pick out the Maokai for this. Oh my god. Oh god, that is warded, but oh god. Oh god, it's so close. Oh, Maokai escaped. and UIUC is over 2,000 gold behind. Almost 2,000 gold behind, I guess. But after this tower, it's going to be a little bit smaller, hopefully. This is, looks like Roderick Lasagna. Pretty nice. So we'll go for 10 by serious. Huh. Interesting with not doing that. There goes, looks like, that could be a lot of things. They're not going to try to do anything. Maokai with the Cerelias and, okay. Kofi with the Trinity Force already at 19 minutes, and we're going to be working on a Bloodthirst star, I would imagine. Oh boy. I missed that kill. And Zen is gonna live because Zen was healed, and yeah. That's pretty bad. I mean, this looks pretty bad for UIUC, but I would definitely not say that this is I wouldn't say this is in a position where they should be worrying too much. I mean, Ash scaled extremely hard into the late game, even though she's not really been farming that well. 5,000 gold onto the Ash versus, wow, over 7,000 onto the Corgi, so that actually is a lot. Well, Corgi does have 5 kills. Yeah, this actually is a problem, because Corgi has most of NIU's gold, which is a problem. I mean, if Morgana is able to get up Lasagna's at a decent time and is then able to win team fights with that Zanya, that would probably be the UIUC's best course of action. There are a lot of wards by UIUC here, so they are able to see people and try to team fight with superior numbers. But I don't know. But the Zen is going to be able to capitalize on that. Zen split pushing, she's being Zen, makes sense. And UIUC is going to try to push with the 5. I guess we're going to just try to push on the somehow. An attempted initiate by Maokai and is not really followed up on. UIUC is just going to back away from this pretty nicely. Dalvin took a lot of damage from that. That was interesting. Then split pushing. And he's gonna back out because Darius is coming to prevent him from split pushing. Right, then with the teleport and the ultimate both up, this is so strong. NIU is gonna steal this red buff, not much the UIUC can do. But mine was up, wasn't it? Oh, I guess. Oh, he did get it. Okay. I was like, wait. And UIUC is gonna chase NIU out of the jungle. That's gonna work out pretty well. The ward dropped over Baron Pit, and they're gonna be able to see that is in fact not being taken. UIUC could try. No, I mean there are a lot of things that are warded, but I don't know if this is a very good idea. So they're gonna try to meet up in the middle lane. Sona being caught out of position again. Flashes over the wall. This looks like Cautious is going to be separating damage items from this point. Looks like the death trap's going to be next. Morgana's going to need Lasagna, like really badly. Spell immunity onto Ash. Let's hug it out. He's being thrown backwards by Morgana. Oh, Jay is gonna engage onto Sven. Sven is gonna be able to get out. Not wonder what Darius is doing. Because Sven can just come back. Darius cannot do that. Darius has to walk back. Sven can teleport. Sonic is gonna be taking the top farm, looks like. Oh, he's just gonna ward and leave that fail. I mean, I get like support not supposed to be farming, but you're level 10 and everybody else is like level 14 or 13. And, or 15 in the case of Sen. You need, and like the ultimate would be really nice. Having the level 11 ultimate would be really nice. So, really should be just soaking up that XP and trying to last a couple of them. Would make your Aegis come a little bit faster. Nunu with the Oracles, gonna be starting to clear that. Dragon's gonna be taken by you with very little resistance. Okay. Huh, they can't control this properly. Oh boy. Dragon's gonna be taken. Despite all this, so it looks really bad for UIUC, but at the same time, the goal difference is a lot smaller than you would expect. If you look at this, Morgana farming better than Process, and Blue Buff is going to be taken by Corky, looks like, yeah. And, well, this is pretty bad, because it's a 5 kill. But, Morgana's farming is better than Process, this is a little bit better. But, ADK is a little bit weird. Yeah, it's gonna be just farming the bottom lane. Not much has been happening. I'm just trying to stall until something happens. Then looks like it's gonna be split pushing again. This really does put a timer on UIUC's ability to actually do anything. Because if they just keep stalling this, I mean, they're not gonna be able to, then it's just gonna be able to push down the towers if they try to team fight. This pushing out the top lane, which can be good, and looks like there's gonna be an engagement. No? Okay. It's gonna come right back. Then it's gonna be able to take down the tower. The Stun has the spot. And the face. Yeah. It's starting off, apparently. Yeah, this tower's gonna go down anyway. Watch it fall down. Looks like Darius might be able to save that, but directed camera doesn't want me to show that, apparently. Well, the tower is safe, but not with that much health. Maka with the Oracles, gonna take down that ward. Against Nunu with the Oracles. That looks like an Aegis. Same thing out of Sona, it looks like. Sona actually has a decent amount of gold. More than Jarvan, actually, even. I guess you could put it that you could kill in the 5 assist. I mean, of course you would. I mean, I don't know what. I guess. Then gonna be able to get away from that. And this is basically the Baron dance. This is how this game plays out now. They're gonna try to just run around Baron, and when a fight happens, Sen's gonna teleport up. Darius is not gonna be able to teleport up, and then UIUC isn't gonna. It's not gonna work out very well for UIUC. Though of course, if your UC catches one of them out, um, and they're not able to react in time, then something could happen. That's how it really could go down. So, oh god, Baron started. This may not be the best call. So, everyone is walking through the, oh god, Team Mystery is gonna go down. Luna's gonna take a lot of damage. You don't want to do that with them. That's a terrible idea. And it looks like, oh boy, right, just gonna get wiped by this Corky. So much damage being cut out. Oh my god, triple kill. Looks like maybe it's Barger even. No, he's gonna get out. Wow, triple kill out of Corky. And Baron Buff is going to go to NIU. And this is when they get ugly. Corky really doesn't want to die. That would be a bad idea for NIU to do that. But yeah, the Baron Buff is not going to be able to be protected. So, I mean, splitting off Corky is pretty nice, but Corky is not. Corky's really strong, I guess is all that can be said. And Ash is not that strong yet. The Infinity Ice Steel. I don't know. Well, Darius is farming, which is nice, but I mean, not really able to do. I mean, what can you do as Darius with that much farm? You need to be able to. I don't know. Sandlot's gonna be picking up the blue buff. And NIU's gonna pick up the turret. Looks like Darius split pushing, but I don't know how well that's gonna work out. Sandlot's taking a lot of damage. The throw and the Unity blocks all of the magic damage, but there's still. I mean, Corky does mostly physical damage, so that hurts. That hurts a lot. Then split pushing. The set hasn't been needed. It's the same. Like the idea is Sen could split push and come back when needed, but Sen wasn't even needed. Sen didn't even have to slow anything. Like the ultimate is about, like the ultimate was used there, but I mean it really wasn't needed, and it's back up now. So the teleport hasn't even been used. Okay, so basically what you have to do here is they have to be able to poke. Really, is that an ultimate? Really? Oh, it goes well too. That makes sense. Oh boy, Cross is being caught out. But the Zanya is just top, and the Cross is gonna live. The ultimate by Darius didn't go off because it didn't go off, right? Yeah, it didn't go off because of the Zanya. Oh boy, yeah, the wire on my mouth. Okay. 5,000 gold advantage for NIU, which is pretty great actually, and it's gonna be even greater because of the dragon. But you can't win a game by playing so passively when you're still behind. I mean, I don't know. How do you do that? Luna's still level 12. And everyone else is level 16. And like, versus. So, when your tank is level 12, and the opposing ADK is level 17, what can you do? I mean, you can't dive the ADK because then he just kills you. It doesn't matter. And if Corky was, so the bloodthirst still left. So how much armor is still on this team? So it's the Xanderans, there's the Rizzles, there's the Zanyas, the Aegis. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's a lot of damage out of Corky. Cool. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what you should be doing here. Range Master's taking a lot of damage from Corki. That armor penetration is doing so much damage. The ultimate does land on Corki, but bad. The cleanse and the ultimate being blown by Sona. I mean, the cleanse by Corki, the ultimate by Sona. Teleport. Where's the teleport? Where's the teleport? There's the teleport, of course. And it's just gonna split push, but then Ionic Spark. Oh god, that. Ooh, Luna's just gonna go down. UPS is gonna probably be picked up as well. I would expect DP at any moment. Oh, actually, that's a decent amount of damage, but Dayward is just gonna be. You can't do anything to this Corgi. The aim just gets really over the walls. Oh boy. And the Gen United being blown and pause. Oh boy. This is gonna be a problem. What, so Ash gonna be, oh boy, Ash gonna be caught out. And, yeah, it's like, and I'm just gonna win this first game. The top tower goes down, the first inhib going to be picked up by NIU at 35 minutes, up almost 10,000 gold at this point. They're just going to continue to snowball, it looks like. The inhib, they're not going to get the inhib, I guess, but they will be able to pick up the mid tower. And the bottom tower went down earlier because of Sten. So Baron Buff should be back up at some point, I believe. Where's the timer on that? Where's the timer on Baron? 29:32, so at 36:32, which is relatively soon, and it looks like the ping is down onto Baron, and looks like they're gonna be picking that up as soon as it spawns. They are clustering. UIUC has no idea that Oracle is gonna pick up that ward, and actually I'm pretty sure they have an idea now. They're all coming in. Robin's level 14 now, at least. It's a little bit better. The ward here is being, oh, you don't want to be doing that now. The fallback thing goes down, as in like, don't fall back, I guess. The Baron's gonna be picked up. The UIUC is definitely aware of this, and they're gonna come down as quickly as possible, but Ash is in scale. This is gonna be painful. The Baron is gonna, looks like it's just gonna be picked up unless he manages to steal it. Coco steals it, stolen by UIUC, and with this, they're just gonna go in onto that, but no, two kills, two deaths being blown for that Baron buff. So definitely worth it though, but that depends on them being able to hold 2v5 for a short time while the other members of the team come up. Sona's definitely low though, but Sona has deceptive tankiness, so he'll be fine. Oh my god. god, a lot of damage on UCS tonight. Yeah, does go down so much damage, and oh, there it goes. Corky's gonna be coming in, trying to take out the inhibitor, completely backdooring it, and he's gonna be able to, I think, it looks like he's just gonna be able to get that. This is, first hit goes down from UIUC at 38 minutes. The second tier 3 tower looks like it's gonna be taken down as well. So it goes down, inhibit's also probably going to go down unless UIUC wants to engage onto this, and I do not believe they do. 2 inhib's going to go down. That, yeah. Well, what can you do? Ooh, the flame on the stand is probably not the best choice. Oh god, no, Lasagna is blown by, no, it's not good enough. A lot of damage being done, tons of ultimates, 2 for 1 at this point, and UIUC is forced to run. Where is still, Darwin is behind them, and my mouse isn't scrolling fast enough, that's where he is. I'm sorry about that. Well, not sure what you can do here. The blue buff is going to be taken out by NIU, it looks like. He's calling for other people to come because Stormy definitely can't do that himself. Red buff's going to be stolen by Corky. So 20 to 8 at the 40 minutes. I mean, this would. Okay, so I have to say this game would be a lot different if UIUC didn't lose a lot of people to latency issues, but at the same time, I mean, that's not, I couldn't say that for sure. Dragon's going to be picked up by Sona and Maokai here. Basically, NIU has absolute map control right now, and UIUC does not want to move out, which is reasonable. Not sure what even doing wrong for that. Dragon's gonna go down. Gonna get back to damage reduction and that small nuke, I guess, onto the dragon. So, looks like NIU at this point can do what they want. They're just gonna farm the jungle really, and when they want to, they're gonna go back, buy some items, and just push. Or they can just push. That works too. It looks like they're going to do that. 12 and 1 Corky is just way too strong. Wow, this is going to dive onto Gaywad, onto Morgana. Corky and Cautious with the fire, just gonna, lay waste, is it? The lay waste, just gonna poke that ice down, I guess, when the next wave comes in. And I don't know if Sling's Wrestling wants to be doing that. Oh boy. It's ultimate, and now Poke is gonna get out, and he's gonna be able to deal a ton of free damage over the wall. The ultimate is hit by some, oh boy, tons of damage trying to make it cut down. The double kill by Ash actually. So, Pulse goes down! And are they going to be able to pick this big? Pulse team, UIUC gets the A! Oh my god. So much damage though, onto the everything. They're not going to be able to capitalize on that because there's just way too many minions here. Like UIUC could conceivably win this, but it would take a miracle. Ash's gotten to that point where she's touched out a lot of damage. I mean, look at this. So the Infinity Edge. Well, where's the Bloodthirst still? There needs to be a Bloodthirst still. I thought. Isn't that how that works? No? Okay. It's not. Okay, so let's assess this game. 10,000 gold in favor of NIU. 2 inhibs down for your UC. Gonna be spawning soon as the announcer tells me. So that should be after the next wave, I believe. And there's 1 inhib left. So all the inhibs are open. One of the Nexus pillars is down. Okay, so the other inhib is also respawning soon. NIU is going to be just pushing out with this, and I don't know if your UC Center is going to be able to handle this. Both inhibitors do come up. Those still have super minions. So if they can handle this wave, after this wave, they just have normal minions, and it'll be fine. But NIU just seem to be aware of this. Is Baron really already going to be up again? Actually, it might be. What would be the timer on that? Yeah, it would. It should be up here. So, NIU's going to cluster around Baron buff, but little do they know, they don't actually have super minions anymore. So they have to be able to actually push without those. This team fight solidly. Baron is coming up. I mean, is up now. So, well then. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so you see, Ash does get that off. Ash with the pot, Guardian Angel, Scepter. Oh, there's still super minions in top lane, and that could be bad. Your UC has to fall back. They forgot about that. You have to clear that out, and then they'll be fine. Then they'll be fighting normal minions. But that's a super minion. You left it. Oh boy, that can be bad. Oh well, Baron. There's super speed that, of course, and this inhib's not going to go down right away. The ward is down. The flag is down. Flag? You can click on flag now. The ultimate's being blown. UIUC is going to engage on this. Ludic is taking so much damage. He initiates onto everybody. Sun doesn't come out. Triple kill out of, yeah, that's a little painful. I mean, oh god, the snail, the initiative, so much damage onto this, and this is gonna be game. That's an 8. And there's the inhib. The next turret's gonna come down. And yeah, GG. Oh my god, that was 45 minutes for game 1, and NIU takes this game. Well played by them. And we're going to go into game 2 right away. Well, for you guys, it's going to be, you click on the next thing on the sidebar, I guess, but I'm actually have to wait a while for that to come up. Really think UIUC could have done that. Oh god, my friend's voice just collapsed. What the hell? Well, good game. We're gonna go into game number 2. I'm gonna report this as a win for NIU. Okay, come on. This is the onion. This is not what I'm looking for. Why does it go back to the divisions? I want to get some.